I suppose we could.
About 2 minutes.
Says I'm live.
Yeah, got lots of commercials to play.
Says I'm live. Says I'm live.
Something that calls you back, but you're out. Must have been out doing school.
Yeah, I've been running around trying to get stuff all hooked up here. Get some coaches.
Just another way to meet a road, man.
Yeah. Yep. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Oh, the Vikings play like tomorrow afternoon at 11. So.
Yep.
All right, I got about 30 seconds here, so wait for the sound.
All right, sounds good.
Presentation of Dakota Radio Group Sports and DRGnews.com.
94 Country KPLO is proud to bring you coverage of area high school sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to DRGnews.com. Now with the pregame, here's Darren Boyle.
Hi, and a very good evening to you. We welcome you to Rob Schrader Field in Miller, South Dakota. Tonight, we open up the high school football season on KPLO with a good 9AA matchup for you. The Wolsey Wessington Warbirds taking on the Miller Rustlers and Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers. And coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO brought to you by the Prairie Post, by May Adams, the folks at the Jet Lanes, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Harry K. Chevrolet and Ford, Hutch's Cafe, by Right Seed, by Midwest Cooperatives and Darren Boyle Sales. Coverage of regional high school football also brought to you tonight by Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, the Miller Press, Miller Rexall Drug, Wilbur Ellis, Kent Clark Insurance, Advanced Collision and Repair, Jan Bussey Ford, Highmore Herald, the Highmore Herald, Mike's Tire and Repair, Venture Health or Highmore Healthcare, Venture Communications, D&K Outpost, Heartland State Bank, Dakota Vet Clinic, Heartland Financial Services, Mashik Food Center, and Prairie Thistle Floral Gifts and Bistro. John Neff is our technical director at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight for coverage of regional high school football. Just as we started out the season last year, the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers and the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds will renew acquaintances. Wolsey Wessington, a very solid football team over the last few years, taking on a Miller Highmore Herald squad that came so close to the state championship game last year, eventually coming up on the short end in the semifinals to eventual state champion Gregory. They come back with a good nucleus back this year. Also, Wolsey Wessington with a very good nucleus back from last season, and also they show a lot of speed, and it should be a very fun and entertaining matchup here tonight. As we mentioned, it's the 17th of August, and earliest to start in my recollection coverage of high school sports. A very early start to the high school football season. You may think it's hot. Well, it's hot enough, but temperatures in the low 80s as we approach kickoff should be, all in all, should cool off rather nicely as we work through the first quarter or two. Should be a very fun, good night for football in front of a very good here at Bob Schrader Field in Miller. This is the pregame show. As always, it's brought to you by our folks at the Prairie Post. And our pregame show continues. We'll talk about some of the other games going on around KPLO area. There's a lot of teams in action tonight. We'll also talk about what is upcoming. Vikings in action tomorrow, and we'll talk about that a little bit as well as our pregame continues after a 3-minute break on KPLO.
The Prairie Post and Presto and Farmers Union Oil Company of Presto,
Are we good?
Paper and Murdo are proud sponsors of high school athletics.
Yeah, we're good. Sounds good.
I got to push more sound, it sounds like. We're going to do a little blip of, we'll talk about games, we'll preview Vikings, and we will talk about next week, and then we will take another break, and then we'll do interviews. Just like we always do. If you're good, I'm going to go ahead and push the volume back up.
Okay, sounds good. No, we're good. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Those other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing, screen printing, and advertising. They do it all at the Miller Press, 114 West 3rd Street in Miller, or call 853-3575. Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurances are accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall. Their Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Everyone at Wilbur Ellis hopes that producers are looking forward to winter wheat seeding. If you're ready for pre-plant burn down or starter fertilizer for your wheat, contact Wilbur Ellis in Blunt, Highmore, or Miller. Delivery is available. Ask about fall prepay on fertilizer and seed with financing available. Wilbur Ellis specializes in soil sampling and can help you take advantage of variable rate seed and fertilizer with Ag Verdict. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Wind, drought, fire, insects, disease, together with hail. They have formed a legion of multi-perils bent on the destruction of your hard work. Your fields are under constant attack. But the team at Ken Clark Insurance stands by your side in this war. Ken Clark Insurance will give you peace of mind knowing you're covered, and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Ken Clark Insurance in Wessington at 458-2281. Equal opportunity provider, sale closing in September.
Welcome back to Bob Schrader Field in Miller as we get ready for tonight's season opener of high school football, the 9AA matchup between Miller, Highmore, Herald, and Wolsey, Wessington. Just one of many games getting underway involving area teams. Here are just a few of the games that are getting underway tonight. Custer is at Bennett County tonight. Centerville will travel to Colombe to take on the Cowboys. Bison is at Dupree. Harding County is at Edgemont. Kimball White Lake at Gregory. We'll see Kimball White Lake next week as the Rustlers will come to town. We'll have that game for you next Friday night. Harriet Selby area is hosting North Border tonight. Phillip is at Kadoka. Falkton is at Langford. Headaker, Scranton, North Dakota is at Lemon McIntosh. Crazy Horse at Lower Brule. Flandreau at McCook Central Montrose. Redfield Dolan at Mobridge Pollock. And Stanley County is at Mount Vernon Plankington. Tonight also, Stella Buttes is at Potter County. Winter is at Sioux Falls Christian. Standing Rock, North Dakota hosts McLaughlin, and Timberlake will host Phillip. Wall will entertain New Underwood tonight. Northwestern is at Warner. Woonsock at Wessington Springs. Sanborn Central is at Wagner. Those are just some of the games that are getting underway tonight to get the high school football season started here in 2018. Minnesota Vikings football tomorrow on KPLO. The Vikings will host the Jacksonville Jaguars from U.S. Bank Stadium. Kickoff is scheduled for 12 noon. Our Vikings pregame will come at 11 a.m. on your home for Vikings football, KPLO. Our Keys to Success segment is coming up next. It's brought to you, as always, by the folks at May Adam. And when we return, we'll talk to Will Castle. He is the head coach of the Miller Rustlers, Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers. I'll get that straight. And we'll talk about, get his comments after a 3-minute break in KPLO.
Man, what are you doing?
Well, you know, I got in that fender bender last week, and I have a great idea. I'm going to wrap my car in bubble wrap. I can't get hurt that way.
Oh, no. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't work that way. Get that dent fixed. Advanced Collision and Repair, 1022 East 3rd Street in Miller. Call 893-0190 for Advanced Collision and Repair and put down the bubble wrap.
Don't spend hours waiting at a dealership purchasing your vehicle. Jan Bussey Ford knows your time is valuable. Make the quick trip to Highmore for a no-hassle, quick buying experience. Why shop with Jan Bussey Ford? Well, they're a family-owned and operated business for over 130 years now. They offer a low-pressure atmosphere with friendly and helpful staff. Visit them today. And if you can't make it in, view their entire inventory of new Ford vehicles, Kawasaki ATVs, trailers, and quality pre-owned vehicles online at pioneergarage.com. Experience a different kind of buying experience at Jan Bussey in Highmore, building partnerships for life.
Good luck to all the Highmore Herald teams from the Highmore Herald, which has been serving the Highmore and Herald area, distributing the local newspaper each week for 136 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or color copy and fax service. They can order wedding and party supplies, and they're your local distributor for Watkins products. Plus, they're your local Buell's laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium chairs and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on the Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore Herald newspaper in Highmore.
Count on Mike's Tire and Repair in Highmore for your automotive repair and tire needs. Mike Wirtz is proud to be a part of the Highmore community and is ready to help you with your new or used tires and tire repair, along with other light mechanical work, like brake service and oil changes. He carries Cenex oils and auto parts. He also has fuel at the pumps and can fill your propane bottles. That's Mike's Tire and Repair, Highmore.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Highmore Health is a 44-bed skilled care facility that provides quality care in a home-like atmosphere. The staff at Highmore Health will treat your family member like they are one of their own, providing daily activities, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They're Medicare and Medicaid certified. Highmore Health looks forward to continuing to provide quality, loving care for their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services as they look to the future. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
Our pregame show continues. Our conversation with the coaches brought to you by the folks at May Adam. We're joined by Will Castle, head coach of the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers. And Coach, you played about one game less than maximum games last year. One thing about losing against a good team in the semifinals like you did last year is it makes your team hungry. Your team was something to prove this year.
Yeah, like what you said, that was a tough loss last season. Played a great Gregory team, and we're not satisfied with how far we made it, but we look back and the boys and us coaches will admit we had a good season, so we need to do everything we can to get back to that game and then win that game and give ourselves to play in the final game of the year.
You guys come back with a lot of kids back, and it's nice to have two Division I players that are going to be part of your starting offense to begin the season. It's going to be great, and them kids are ready to go.
Yeah, we have two key pieces like we talked about, Carson Hunter and Jared Blumenreiter. They're good kids, great football players, and defense is going to have to count for them. But we have guys that we can lean on too. Joey Simpson, Dill McDonald, receivers who started last year. And we returned two other linemen, Nathan Watts. He played right guard all year for us. So he's kind of the leader of the line. we lost some key guys last year. Henry Mulaney, a good athlete. Caleb DeBoer and Jack Jones, who were both all-state linemen. So that's what we spent the last 10 practices on, almost 2 weeks, figuring out an offensive defensive line, because the game starts there, and you win and lose games at the O&D lines.
I think the way your season is going to set up, I think especially in the beginning, you talked about some of the other kids. You know, you've got 2 great players. You've got some other good players, and those good players are the ones that are going to have to step up, provide some balance for your offense to keep defenses from keying on the other 2.
Yeah, and I didn't even mention Garrett Knox, number 67, led us in tackles last year as a junior, and played running back when Eli Jones went out with an injury. He's actually in basic training right now and doesn't get back for a 3rd game of the year. So we're still without our leading tackler. And so when he gets back, that's just going to be more depth. And he was voted captain the other day, so we're going to be missing him. He'll play running back for us when he gets back, and tight end, and then obviously linebacker. So we got a good amount of kids. We got 14 seniors out, which is the most we've ever had. I think we're around 40, 41 total on the team. So that gives us depth in practice that we can go as good as we can against each other on offense and defense, and that'll make us better for Fridays.
And a matchup, a good test to start the season against Wolsey Wessington, another team that you were able to defeat last season, but a team that got better and better as the regular season went on last year. And they're going to come back with some good kids, and they're going to be ready to go too. They got a nice program over there.
Yeah, they do. Gordon does a real good job with those guys, and they're perennial powerhouses. Last year, some people might say they were down a little bit. But like what you mentioned, they were strong towards the end of the season. They were young last year. They got some real good skill players. Bill Lowman, Williams, and their quarterback, Skylar Zomer, does some good things. Then Dietrich Off is a bulldozer at DN linebacker and fullback. So we need to know where their main players are, just like what they're going to do for us, and then stop them. And the game's going to come down to turnovers and penalties. Obviously, the first game of the year, there might be some lineup mishaps on both sides of the ball, maybe some formation stuff. So whoever can take away the ball on defense and then has the smallest amount of penalties is going to win tonight.
And you look at playing on the 17th of August, and one of the biggest concerns that I had is the weather on the 17th of August was going to be like what we had last week. But I think all in all, I mean, maybe 80, low 80s as we kick off here tonight. It's not going to be that bad.
No, it's good weather, 80 degrees, little breeze, so it's going to be a perfect night for football. We're excited to get started. I know all the communities are. Highmore, Herald, they're over here. Wolsey, Wessington will bring a heck of a crowd, so it's going to be a good environment.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, that's Will Castle, the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers, and we'll have more as pregame continues on KPLO.
My name is Tara Fisher, and I'm an attorney at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre. I grew up on a ranch in Montana, which taught me the value of hard work and perseverance. I put forward those values for my clients each and every day. Whether you have questions about family law, you want an estate plan, you need legal advice for a business transaction, or you need help in a criminal matter, I'm here. The May Adam Law Firm has served South Dakotans statewide since 1881. Call us at 224-8803 or visit our website, mayadam.net.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Part 2 of our coaches' interviews. We talked to Gordon Hooks, head coach of the Warbirds of Wolsey, Wessington. And, Coach, coming into another season, a very good program you've had over the years, and you've got some nice kids back.
We do. We got 9 seniors coming back, and they're a good group. Kids have been working hard for 4 years, so it's their time to take over the reins.
Nice thing about it, having seniors, is you're able to, they understand the system. They can come in and they can help some of these young kids get going, and you need to have depth as part of this thing. It's kind of a long grind out season, so it's nice to have some experience to help these kids get their legs under them.
Absolutely. I mean, when you got older kids who are used to the game, it makes it a lot easier, makes practice better, a better flow and everything. So, yeah, it's great to have experience.
You're a team that lost to Miller in your season opener last year over at your place, but a team that played a lot better football as the season went on. And I think for you guys with Miller, Highmore Herald in your region, you want to be able to get off to a nice start to begin the year.
We did. I mean, Miller came to our place, and to be honest, they just took over. I mean, they dominated us. They were better offensively, defensively, and I think they even blocked the punt. So, I mean, I think they were just better prepared for us last year than we were. Hopefully this year we're more prepared and ready to go.
How do you think things are going to work out for you playing on the 17th of August to start out the year?
I think it's hot. I mean, I think it's hot, but I think everybody's got to play, so we all play in the same guidelines, so you just got to do what you got to do.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, that is Gordon Hooks of the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. Our Keys to Success segment for May Adam, and we're back with starting lineups next on KPLO.
For down-home, finger-licking good food, round up the family and head to D&K Outpost. your teeth into. Karen also offers catering and an awesome lunch buffet to get you in and out fast without the fast food. There's a full convenience store with fuel, plus grab-and-go hot foods and cold salads, along with cold drinks and snacks. She even has a full bar in the back. Find D&K Outpost at the junction of Highways 14 and 47 in Highmore. Heartland State Bank is an independent and locally owned bank established in 1909. They've grown to serve the communities of Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore. The friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you with your personal or commercial accounts and loan services. They also offer convenient online banking and mobile banking. Heartland State Bank is proud to be the bank that provides uptown services with a
Fall calf work time is here. BRD costs American producers over $1 billion, yes, billion with a B, dollars annually. Visit with Dr. Kane and Dr. Whitlock at Dakota Vet of Miller and Highmore about reducing weaning stress and other opportunities to optimize herd health. Preg testing helps market cattle at the highest and best value. Animal care at both its Miller and Highmore clinics. In Miller, call 853-0034 and at Highmore, 852-2586.
Heartland Financial Services, Inc. is a family-owned insurance business that understands values, relationships, honesty, and integrity is what it takes to make a business strong. Everyone at Heartland Financial Services, Inc. strives to uphold those virtues. They are committed to their communities and customers. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. offers home, auto, health, life, farm, crop, livestock, and business insurance. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. has locations in Highmore, Tulare, Redfield, Wessington, and Huron. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. is a proud supporter of all Highmore Herald School activities. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. Insurance you can count on.
Time now for tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the folks at the Jet Lanes and Press Show. And here are the starters. First for the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. At quarterback, we'll see Skylar Zomer, a junior, at 190 pounds. The running backs, Lyndon Williams, a 195-pound senior, and Diedrich Offit, he is a 195-pound senior. The tight ends, Donovan Smith, a senior at 185 pounds, and Brevin Hooks, a junior, at 200 pounds. And at wide receiver, Mark Hamilton, a 175-pound senior. And up front, we'll see Tanner Horn, a 180-pound junior, and Henry Eichstad, a 245-pound senior for the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. And their head coach is Gordon Hooks. For the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers, at quarterback will be Carr Stunner. He is a senior at 205 pounds. The running backs, Joey Simpson, a 160-pound senior, and Colby Wordle, he'll get the start at fullback. He is a sophomore at 175 pounds. The wide receiver, Dylan McDonald, a 150-pound junior. The tight ends, Reagan Bolwig, a 200-pound sophomore, and the other tight end, Jarrett Blumenrader, a 240-pound senior. Up front at right guard, Nathan Watts. Watts is a 195-pound senior. Left guard is Remington Harrell. Harrell is a 205-pound junior. In the starting center, Shiloh Bale. He is a 260-pound senior for the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers under head coach Will Castle. Finally, in our pregame, the announcement of our game officials brought to you by the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our game officials tonight are Wade Stobbs, Matt Clark, Doug Peets, Jeremy James, and Mike Ruth. The announcement of our game officials comes to you from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. This has been the Prairie Pregame, brought to you by the Prairie Post, and the 2019 football season is underway after we take a break. You're listening to coverage of regional high school football from KPLO.
Line them up and knock them down. The starting lineup on KPLO is brought to you by Jet Lanes and Press Show. Jet Lanes invites you in for to a match or just hang out and relax. Enjoy a full menu including steaks, burgers, and made-to-order pizzas. You can also watch your favorite game on the big screen. Jet Lanes and Press Show, downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot and a proud sponsor of our local high school athletes.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Mashik Food Center is your affiliated foods Midwest hometown grocer in Highmore. Mashik Food Center carries the finest fresh produce, quality meats, and they also offer Wonder Roast roasted chicken and pork tenderloins. So delicious, and you still receive full carry-out service, just like the good old days. They welcome WIC and food stamps. They're open 7 days a week and are a proud sponsor of Highmore Sports. Mashik Food Center, your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices in Highmore.
You know the saying, happiness is homemade. How about where there's a whisk, there's a way? Learn all about it at Prairie Thistle Floral Gifts and Bistro in Highmore. You know Diane Fazur for her gifts and fresh flowers. Now you can experience her great home-cooked daily lunch specials that always include dessert. Pair it with a great cup of hot or iced coffee and you're set. Takeout available too. Call ahead for groups. Find the daily menu on Facebook and don't miss Saturday morning's fresh scones and sweetbreads. Prairie Thistle Floral Gifts and Bistro.
They offer fencing supplies, including Gallagher electric fencing and Tartar gates. They have banjo fittings, boar trailer wheels, and water tanks. They also carry fall clothing, muck boots, and gloves for adults and youth. See them for Diablo cutting blades, Nordic bakeware canning jars and lids, along with gold cart sales and repair. Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, 1310 North Broadway in Miller, or call 853-0026. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., and Sunday, 10 to 2.
We invite you to check out the Dakota Radio Group YouTube page, and you can find the Dakota Radio Group page, the KPLO channel, and you can watch live streaming with audio, we think. I have my pliers and my jackknife, boss. We can take care of things. We have a problem. Coin toss going on down on the field as we get underway for football tonight. You could not ask for a much better night of high school football with temperatures around 80 degrees as we get ready for kickoff. As as the captains from both the Wolsey, Wessington, and Miller Highmore Herald teams, they're talking to the officials, and we're just about set to get this football game underway. The Warbirds, they won the toss. They elected to defer, and so they'll have the football to start the second half. So it will be Miller who will defend the north goalpost or north end zone in this north-south facing field here in Miller. And we'll get this football game underway here in just a moment. You're listening to coverage of regional high school football on KPLO. 94.5 FM in Reliance, Chamberlain, and Miller, Highmore and Herald as well, and 100.5 FM in Pier Fort Pier. We are proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. John Neff is at Dakota Radio Group's world headquarters. My name is Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight for our coverage of regional high school football. And our kickoff is brought to you by the Harry K. GM store in Chamberlain and the Harry K. Ford store in Winter. Harry K's needs good late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. They will give you top dollar for your trade-in. Come into Harry K. for the right vehicle at the right price. As, again, the team's getting ready to take the field. Miller already back to a field as we see Karst Hunter and Joey Simpson lining up back deep to field. The kickoff that will be coming from Tyler Christensen, and we will get this football game underway. Very nice crowd, a very good tailgate party here in Miller. It's always good when the tailgate party delivers. As Christensen gets ready, his teammates are ready, and this season is underway, and it is a low line drive kick that Wolsey Wessington will get on top of, and they will steal the first possession of the football game. That was a good job there by Mark Hamilton. who just outran everybody to the football, and he has it there. And Wolsey Wessington, off of a turnover, will have the first drive. They will also get the second half kickoff as well. And Wolsey Wessington will go on offense first as they go to work here from the Miller 33-yard line. That time that squib kick just got away from the Rustlers, and they couldn't get on top of it. So the quarterback, Skylar Zomer, will bring him to the line of scrimmage. He'll be all alone in the backfield as he'll split receivers out right up the middle, and a running play here. Lyndon Williams breaking a tackle, then another. He'll roll to his left, and down the sideline he goes. He's still on his feet. He's at the 10, at the 5, and he is in. Touchdown. First play from scrimmage, and Lyndon Williams runs it in from 34 yards out, and Wolsey Wessington, 11 seconds into the football game, has an early 6-0 lead. And that was a good way to start the season for Wolsey Wessington. Recovered the squib kick, not really an onside, just a squib kick that got past that first layer of defense, if you will, the blockers up front. Then you score on your first play from scrimmage as Lyndon Williams scores from 34 yards out. Now Zomer in the backfield, back to pass, fires it up the middle, pass is tipped and incomplete. The 2-point conversion is no good. But damage done by the Warbirds in the first 11 seconds of the 2017-18 football season. 34-yard Lyndon Williams run at 6-0 Warbirds. They'll kick off again after a 1-minute break on KPLO.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at Miller Press can help you with letterheads, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing, screen printing, and advertising. They do it all at the Miller Press, 114 West 3rd Street in Miller, or call 853-3575. Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurances are accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall, their Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Again, Wolsey Wessington tries the squib kick, but this time Noah Johnson, the 185-pound freshman for Miller Highmore Herald, he covers up the football, took a big shot, but hung on. And Miller Highmore Herald will have nice field position here as they will start out 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback for the Miller Rustlers, Karst Hunter, the 205-pound senior. He will work out of the shotgun formation as they will come right to the line of scrimmage. Pistol, if you will, offset in the backfield will be Reagan Bolwick. He's a threat to throw as well. We'll talk about that throughout the season. Here is Hunter back to pass up the field. Nice possession pass there to Dylan McDonald. McDonald makes a nice catch and then is driven out of bounds as they make positive yardage up to the 49-yard line. Skylar Zomer made the stop, a pickup of 4 yards on that first down play, and it will bring up 2nd down and 6. Just underway here in this football game. We have 11:20 remaining in the opening quarter. It is a 6-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington as they scored on their first play from scrimmage after recovering the opening kickoff. And here's a handoff right up the middle. Bolwig with the run into Warbird territory as he moves the football to the 46. That'll be a gain of about 3 yards, 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a short 2 to go for the Rustlers. As the Rustlers crisply in and out of the huddle, and they'll hustle their way up to the sideline. Hunter is the quarterback. McDonald will split out to the left. The ends are in tight. Reagan Bolwig, the deep back, and he'll get the carry and right up the middle. Big stick there, and a nice tackle made. That is Skylar Zomer. We'll see if they give him forward progress for the 1st down. And Zomer with a couple big hits already in this opening quarter Bolwig took a shot there but bounced right back up. He did pick up enough for a first down. The Rustlers have it here, first down and 10 with the football at the Warbird 44-yard line. Hunter in the pistol formation. 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the near side. Back to pass. Hunter in the flat. McDonald, and McDonald makes the catch, and another big tackle, a sure-handed tackle made on the far side. Mark Hamilton making the stop, but another nice catch by the possession receiver for Miller Highmore Herald. That's Dylan McDonald, the junior, and he played well for the Rustlers last year, and he has already caught 2 passes in the opening quarter of this football game. Inside of 10 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 6-0 Wolsey Wessington. As Karst Hunter will line him up and work under center this time. Offset in the backfield. Pitch back to Bolwig. Looking for running room. Brockers out front. Bolwig will cut it back and loses his helmet, but will move the football inside the 40 and down to the 40 or 39-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about a yard, maybe 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. As the clock continues to run here, we expect, although we weren't told officially, but we expect somewhere near the halfway mark of the quarter where we'll have a heat timeout. We'll probably see that at least in the first half here tonight, as it is still rather warm, still somewhat humid. As the Rustlers work here on 3rd and 5, and it's student body left. Hunt under some pressure as he gets caught behind the line of scrimmage. There is a penalty marker down, though, as jumping there was Diedrich Oft, and the senior got in there, but he may have got in there a little bit quickly, but we'll wait and see as we'll wait for the official penalty. It's going to be a hold on Miller. So that will be declined, and it will be 4th down and a bunch. And now if you're Miller Highmore Herald, a big decision. You have the football in Warbird territory. As the penalty here is declined, so the play will stand. They move the football back to the midfield stripe. And that will make it 4th down and about 15. Karst Hunter is going to punt the football away. Devontae Lohman is back deep. I believe that's number 5 as Hunter takes the snap, and it is a line drive kick, and Hunter trying to just catch the corner, and he catches it beautifully as the football is down at the 2-yard line. That was as nice a punt as you could see. Hunter took his time, and he just kicked it to that coffin corner and caught it, and Wolsey Wessington is going to be buried deep in their own territory for possession number 2 of their football season. They already have a 6-0 lead. They scored on their first play from scrimmage after they recovered the onside kick, the squib kick, if you will, to open the football game. Wolsey Wessington covered it up, and then they scored on the next play, a Lyndon Williams 34-yard touchdown run. So now the Warbirds will walk to the line of scrimmage. Zomer will work under center. As everybody spread out, Zomer goes option and hands it right up the middle, and not a lot of running room there. Fullback dive that time for Devontae Luhman. Will move the football maybe up about a yard. As they move the 2 yards on the play, actually, as they move the football out to the 11. I thought he got a good bounce at about the 2-yard line, but instead the officials moved the football out to the 9. And that is where Wolsey Wessington starts this drive. As the clock runs, we have 8:45 remaining here in this opening quarter, pardon me. Zomer under center. They'll work left hash mark. Again, offset in the backfield. They'll send motion to the short side. They'll overload that short side, and a running play there by Diedrich Oft. And Oft will move the football forward up across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That'll pick up a couple. And it will bring up a manageable 3rd down situation. It's about 3rd down and 3. As Wolsey Wessington with massive wholesale substitutions. As they bring in about half their personnel on this 3rd down play will check out. And now Zomer will work out of the shotgun formation with max protection. Running backs along each side. They'll run option and a handoff up the middle. The ball carrier is Devontae Lumen, and he'll have the first down and more as he brings the football across the 20 and up across the 25-yard line. He picked up a good 11, 12 yards on that carry, and that'll be a first down for Wolsey Wessington. And you get buried deep in your own territory. Your defense makes a stand, first of all. And you get buried deep in your own territory. The answer is to just put together a nice, grinded-out drive, and so far, that has been the start here for the Warbirds. 7.5 minutes remain here in this opening quarter. As Zomer will work them up to the line of scrimmage. They'll kind of show a double wing look. And we're going to have a whistle, and penalty flag comes out. Looks like it's going to be against Wolsey Wessington. Actually going to be against Miller. So the Rustlers with their first accepted penalty. A little bit of movement on that first down. And it will be first down and 5 for Wolsey Wessington. Play number 5 of a drive that started back at the 9-yard line. Zomer under center. Again, they'll work from the left hash mark. Man will come in motion short side, and they'll hand the ball off and right up the middle. Nothing fancy there, just good hard running. Diedrich oft with the carry as he moves the football across the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line, and that will be enough for a first down. You look at time of possession. It didn't take much for Wolsey Wessington, very long for Wolsey Wessington to score their first touchdown in the football game. But they have taken their time in the huddle where Miller, they are already playing with a sense of urgency. And here is a handoff and right up the middle, Devontae Lumen, and he'll break a tackle and he'll break free, and down the sideline he goes, and he is in for a touchdown. That is 63 yards, and that is Devontae Lumen with the carry. And the 195-pound senior makes it 12-0 Warbirds at the 6:45 mark of the opening quarter. Boy, he showed some nice speed there, as he was able to have some good blocking up front to start, and he was able to break free, and then he just outran everybody down the sidelines. And he scores the touchdown. So now the Warbirds will go for 2. Zomer, read option, hands it off, and the fullback dive. Diedrich oft with the carry, and he is in. 2-point conversion is good. 6:45 remains in quarter number 1. It is a 14-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington. And we will take a 1-minute break, and we will return. You're listening to coverage of regional high school football from KPLO.
Everyone at Wilbur Ellis hopes that producers are looking forward to winter wheat seeding. If you're ready for pre-plant burn,
Clark Insurance stands by your side in this war. Ken Clark Insurance will give you peace of mind knowing you're covered and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Ken Clark Insurance in Wessington at 458-2281. Equal opportunity provider, sale closing in September.
Again, a short kickoff that Miller Highmore Herald was able to get on top of. Jaden Anderberg with the nice catch, and he made the right decision. He just secured the football and got down. And again, Miller's going to wind up with very good field position here. First down and 10 with the football at the 38-yard line. And that will bring us to a heat timeout with 6:45 remaining in the opening quarter. It is 14-0 Wolsey Wessington. We'll take a 1-minute break and return on KPLO.
Good luck to all the Highmore Herald teams from the Highmore Herald, which has been serving the Highmore and Herald area, distributing the local newspaper each week for 136 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or color copy and fax service. You can order wedding and party supplies, and they're your local distributor for Watkins products. Plus, they're your local Buell's laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium chairs and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on the Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore Herald newspaper in Highmore.
Count on Mike's Tire and Repair in Highmore for your automotive repair and tire needs. Mike Wirtz is proud to be a part of the Highmore community and is ready to help you with your new or used tires and tire repair, along with other light mechanical work like brake service and oil changes. He carries Cenex oils and auto parts. He also has fuel at the pumps and can fill your propane bottles. That's Mike's Tire and Repair, Highmore.
The scoring drive, we should mention, from Wolsey Wessington, 91 yards in 6 plays. That Devontae Luhman 63-yard touchdown run is the second touchdown for the Warbirds here in this opening quarter. 14-0 is our score. Miller with possession number 2. After they lost the toss, Wolsey Wessington deferred to the second half and then kicked a squib kick that the Rustlers could not get on top of. So really the third possession opportunity, the second possession for the Rustlers here in this opening quarter. And here is Karst Hunter back to pass under pressure, and down he goes. Some big time pressure there, and that time the Warbirds sent everybody. Brevin Hooks was in there. Also getting back there, number 5, that was Devontae Luhman. Number 2, Donovan Smith. They got in there in a hurry, and Hunter, trying to throw a swing pass to the outside, had nowhere to go. Loses yardage back to the 28-yard line, and it will be second down and 20. High formation in the backfield as Hunter brings them to the line of scrimmage. McDonald split out wide. Blumenrader in motion right. They'll pitch it back. Bolwig looking for running room. Bolwig gets the corner turn, and down he goes and takes a big-time shot. Reagan Bolwig picks up a big chunk of yardage there as he moves the football across the 40 to the 45. Lyndon Williams said, "How do you do?" with a nice shoulder tackle that knocks Bolwig out of bounds. But a 15-yard run there, make it third down. Third down at about 5, call it 4, a manageable third down situation for the Rustlers here as they work with it at their own 45-yard line. As Karst Hunter will get the play from the sideline. Clock is stopped as Bolwig went out of bounds. We are at the 5:53 mark of quarter number 1. Hunter will walk him to the line of scrimmage. McDonald to the short side. They'll hand it off to Bolwig, who gets tripped up in the backfield. He may have got tangled up with Hunter just a little bit during the quarterback-running back exchange, and Bolwig will fall forward, picks up about 2 yards, and it will be 4th down and 3. This is a big decision here for Miller Highmore Herald. Wolsey Wessington has all the momentum right now. Even though it's early in this opening quarter, I think you go for it. The Rustlers will. Hunter to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if he uses that 6'5" frame, and he'll take the snap, and he's right up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down. So Hunter will move the football into Warbird territory to the 49-yard line. And a fresh set of downs here for the Rustlers as Miller Highmore Herald, who was able to move the football their first drive, started from the 45. They moved the football into Wolsey Wessington territory, but then had to punt the football away. Again, they are in Warbird territory with a 1st down and 10 situation. Hunter with a full house backfield. Will go read option. He'll keep it himself, looking for running room, and Hunter brings the football inside the 45 and down to the 44-yard line with a tackle made there by Diedrich Doff. Skylar Zomer in there as well. Gain of 5 on the play, and it will bring up 2nd down and 5. Not much wind here in Miller tonight, just a soft soft breeze from the southeast. Really turned out, all in all, to be a really nice night for football. Some last-minute substitutions for Wolsey Wessington, as Hunter will work in from the pistol formation this time with Bolwig lined up behind. And again, read option, and this time a bad exchange in the handoff, and Wolsey Wessington, I think, got on top of it, and they did. The second turnover for Miller Highmore Herald, and it gives Wolsey Wessington the football once again. And the Rustlers had shown they could move the football, but now the Rustler defense is going to be tested. They need to make a stand here, as Wolsey Wessington, with the football at their own 48-yard line, will have it first down and 10. Chance to put more points on the board in this opening quarter. 4:18 remains in quarter number one. It is a 14-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington. Zomer, the 190-pound junior quarterback, will take the snap and hand it off, and not much running room there. And good job defensively by Reagan Bolwig, who guessed the snap count right and was able to get into the backfield and blow that play up. There's no gain. It will bring up second down and 10. And as we talked about, Wolsey Wessington, a more deliberate team as far as making sure the play call is right, making sure they, not leisurely, but definitely calmly head up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Zomer back to pass, fires the deep ball, and before this play commences, we have a whistle and we have a dead ball. So this play didn't happen, and that may have been a break for Miller, because Lyndon Williams was wide open, and it looked like he was on his way to score a touchdown. A false start will be the first penalty whistled against the Warbirds, and it'll move the football back to the 43-yard line. And I would not be surprised, as wide open as Lyndon Williams was there, if they didn't just try that play again. Again, Wolsey Wessington slowly to the line of scrimmage. Zomer will survey the defense. He'll send a man in motion, Diedrich off. They'll fake the handoff to him. Zomer will keep it here, looking for running room, tries to bounce to the outside. Good contain there by the Rustler defense. Tackle made by Joey Simpson, but not before Zomer moves the football into Rustler territory. Got the 5 penalty yards back and picked up 5 more. A 10-yard run on that play, and it will be third down and about 5 yards to go, as we are inside of 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 14-0 is our score, as Wolsey Wessington has the lead. And here is a handoff and a running play. This is Williams. Linden looking for running room. He'll have the first down and more. Makes one man miss. Dances along the sideline, and he'll pick up an extra 5 or 10 yards before he is finally gang tackled by the Rustler defense. And Lyndon Williams with a carry all the way down to the 15-yard line, and that will be a first down for Wolsey Wessington. And a nice running play there as Wolsey Wessington looking to put points on the board here for the third time in this first quarter. Zomer with a handoff right up the middle, and just good power running. Devontae Lillman this time moves the football closer to the goal line, down to about the 10-yard line. And when you look at this roster from Wolsey Wessington, they are not the biggest team that you will see even in 9-man football. Not a lot of size, but a lot of good trap blocking has given a lot of space for their running backs, and they have been able to pick up yardage in bunches here in this opening quarter. Second down from the 10-yard line, and a running play and into the end zone, scoring the touchdown is Diedrich Oft. That is a 15-yard touchdown run at the 1:23 mark of the opening quarter. A 7-play, 52-yard drive after a fumble. And now the try for 2. Or they're going to say he was short of the goal line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 as Zomer will hand it off, and in for the touchdown will be Lyndon Williams. That's a Lyndon Williams run, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. So an 8-play, 52-yard scoring drive. And it is 20-0 Wolsey Wessington, and they have been impressive here in this opening quarter. Their special teams has made plays, their defense has made plays, and their offense has run the football exceptionally well. They have not attempted a pass so far in the contest. They'll go for 2 as Zomer brings them to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion, handoff, Diedrich Goff, and he is in. The 2-point conversion is good. Again, good blocking up front by the Warbirds. 55 seconds remains here in this opening quarter. It is a 22-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington, and we are back after a 1-minute break on KPLO.
And now, words of advice from a South Dakota whitetail deer.
Hello, great and strong humans. If I may, a word of advice about crossing a highway. Oh, look, bright lights.
Whoa, look at the damage I just did. I hope that guy goes to Advanced Collision and Repair in Miller. Yep, only Advanced Collision in Miller can fix that. Oh, look, now I'm a deer angel. This is fun.
1022 East 3rd Street. Call 893-0190. At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, we've been building partnerships for life by treating our customers right, offering you a low-pressure sales process and passing our low overhead savings on to you, providing a Ford-certified service department with senior master technicians, fixing it right the very first time, a great selection of new Fords and pre-owned and new and used ATVs, and trailers including Wilson, Sharp, PJ, Big Tex, just to name a few. Stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore or PioneerGarage.com.
The scoring drive for Wolsey Wessington. They go 52 yards in 8 plays after the Rustler fumble. And now Miller, Highmore Herald, will again recover and try to return a short kickoff. This time it's Dylan McDonald, and Dylan McDonald was decleated by Lyndon Williams. But again, good field position for Miller Highmore Herald from the 44-yard line. We have seen the Rustlers go 6 plays and punt the football away. We saw them go 5 plays on a drive that started from their own 28-yard line before they turned the football over. And here, again, they'll go to work and movement up front. And this time, I think we will see the first penalty of the ball game, second penalty of the ball game against Wolsey Wessington, as they were moving up front, and I believe one of the down linemen may have got a hand on the football. It's going to be encroachment, and it will be a 5-yard mark-off, the second 5-yard penalty assessed against Wolsey Wessington. The Rustlers will take yards where they can. It moves the football to the 49-yard line. First down and 10. 53 seconds remain in the opening quarter, as we'll see Wolsey Wessington again with a late personnel change, and Miller in and out of the huddle in a hurry as they get set to go to work. 2 receivers split out wide left side, one to the near side. Hunter back to pass, under pressure, and down he goes. They are not going to let him get outside the hash marks, and a good defensive scheme there by the Warbirds, and a nice defensive play and a good open field tackle made by Tanner Horn, as Hunter is dumped back at the 41-yard line, and it will be 2nd down and 12. And this may be here the final play of quarter number 1 as the Rustlers will work to the line of scrimmage. 22-0 is our score. Wolsey Wessington with the lead. 3 impressive scoring drives in this contest. And here's Karst Hunter with some play action. He'll get to the second level and again into Wolsey Wessington territory. Finally brought down at the Warbird 47-yard line. He picks up about 10 yards there, and it will be third down and about 3 yards to go for the Rustlers as we move to quarter number 2. Scoreboard brought to you by Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the farm equipment available at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget to check out DarrenBoyleSales.com. 22-0. Wolsey Wessington has the lead. Let's take a 60-second break and return on KPLO.
Slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
D&K Outpost. Elegant, formal fine dining. Nah, it's just some really good food.
If truly great food sounds good to you, then D&K in Highmore is the place. The steaks are served sizzling and will melt in your mouth. There's a homemade salad bar with prices that will have you saying it should be more than that. A comfortable place for the whole family with really great food is waiting at D&K.
Good times, great food. The D&K, Highmore, South Dakota.
We move to the second quarter. 22-0 is our score. Wolsey Wessington with a nice start to the 2018 season as they have done it with 3 touchdowns in the opening quarter. Miller trying to put points on the board as personnel comes in late for Miller. Karst Hunter will work under center on a third down and short, and they'll hand the football off. Reagan Bolwig looking for running room. He's going to be stood up, pushed back. Players losing their helmets, but in the end, Wolsey Wessington will make the stop, and Reagan Bolwig stopped about 2 yards short from the first down as the tackle made by Henry Eichstad, and he lost his helmet in the process. And Miller will walk to the line of scrimmage. They went for it in a similar situation on the previous drive. We'll see what Hunter does here. He'll take the snap, tries to lean forward. He's going to be stood up, but I think on a second effort, he may have fell forward far enough, but he's not getting a good spot from the line judge on the far side. We'll see what forward progress they give it. And we may see our first measurement of the year, but from here, it appears that he's going to be a little bit short. And they will bring in the change from the far side. As they stretch out the chains, and he is going to be short. Short by about half a yard, and that will give Wolsey Wessington the football, and it will give them their best, their second best field position of the football game as the Rustlers turn it over on downs here. And now from their own 47-yard line, Wolsey Wessington will get set to go to work. 11:23 remains in the opening quarter. It is a 22-0 score. Skylar Zomer, the quarterback of the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds, will line them up right hash mark this time. As he'll work with a slot left side, receivers right and left. Zomer will work pistol and hand the football off. And the loose football, and this time Miller Highmore Harold will get on top of it. Not sure if the handoff exchange was clean, but the running back, Diedrich Goff, did not have it. And in the end, Reagan Bolwig was able to recover the football, the first turnover of the ball game. And now the Rustlers with their best field position to start a drive, the 44-yard line of Wolsey Wessington. We'll see what Miller Highmore Herald can do. We have not seen them throw the football here in a little while. As Carson Hunter will work pistol formation, Bullwig will line up alongside bunch receivers to the right. High snap, but Hunter will retrieve. Steps up in the pocket. He's under some pressure, under some more pressure, and down he goes. Really had nowhere to go. Good coverage downfield by Skylar Zomer on Dylan McDonald. I believe that was the target, and Hunter was able to get rid of get away from the first wave, but had nowhere to go after that, and he'll lose yardage back to midfield. So it'll be third down, make it second down, 15 yards to go for Miller Highmore Herald, looking for their first points of the season, as Hunter will walk them up to the line of scrimmage. 22-0 is our score. Wolsey Wessington has the lead. Here is Hunter, all alone, trying to look for running room, has nowhere to go as he finally will dive forward and make something out of nothing as he'll pick up a couple, and Tanner Horn will end the play with a tackle, and it will be third down and about 13, make it 14 yards to go, and a timeout taken. Timeout taken by Miller Highmore Herald. Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho, and your next timeout, stop at Hutch's for a great meal and beverage. 22-0, the lead to Wolsey Wessington, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
Highmore Health is a 44-bed skilled care facility that provides quality care in a home-like atmosphere. The staff at Highmore Health will treat your family member like they are one of their own, providing daily activities, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They're Medicare and Medicaid certified. Highmore Health looks forward to continuing to provide quality, loving care for their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services as they look to the future. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
Join us next Friday as we'll have coverage of regional high school football from Kimball. The Kimball White Lake Wildcats will host Miller Highmore Herald. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 with our pregame show next Friday on KPLO. First time out of the first half, charge to the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers, facing a third down, an officially 14-yard to go situation as they have the football just inside of midfield at the 48-yard line. So far, Wolsey Wessington has been able to keep the Miller Highmore Herald offense in check. We talked about that squib kick to open the football game by the Warbirds that they were able to recover. A short field set up a quick 34-yard Lyndon Williams run. 11 seconds into the ball game, Wolsey Wessington was on the scoreboard. Third down, 14 yards to go. Carson Hunter, the quarterback, pistol formation, takes the snap, play action, steps up in the pocket again. He's under pressure, and down he goes, and just not enough time to make anything happen. And take a look downfield as Hunter is trying to get himself out of trouble, and again, he is sacked. That is the fourth time that he has been sacked this evening, and he will lose yardage all the way back to the 44-yard line of the Rustlers. And Carson Hunter will kick the football away. And for Wolsey Wessington, Devontae Lullman will be the return man. And here is a high end-over-end kick that Lullman will get away from, and the Rustlers will be able to down at about the 13-yard line. So Wolsey Wessington will have the football there, first down and 10. 9:20 remains in the opening quarter. 22-0 is our score as Wolsey Wessington has the lead. They had a drive earlier in the ball game from back at the 9-yard line. The Warbirds were able to put together a 6-play, 91-yard drive that was capped off by a Devontae Lullman 63-yard touchdown run. The second score of the ball game for the Warbirds, that made it 14-0. So Zomer will work all alone in the backfield as he sends Lullman in motion. And now Zomer will keep it himself, looking for running room, breaks a tackle, and then another, and was almost free down the sideline, but he was caught and tripped by Jaden Anderberg. And the freshman saved a touchdown as Zomer is stopped after a 9-yard gain out to the 21-yard line. So a nice play there by Wolsey Wessington. They have not attempted a pass as of yet. They will send a man split out wide to the right side. That is Mark Hamilton. Zomer all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. The left-hander will pass this time. Fires the deep ball, and it is underthrown and incomplete. Trying to get it to Lyndon Williams. Williams had to try to come back for the football, but all in all, decent coverage downfield for Miller Highmore Herald as well. Pass incomplete, and it will bring up third down and a short 2, if you will. For the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. Have it at their own 21-yard line. Full house backfield this time as Zomer will work under center. Handoff, running play. Zomer keeps it, and down the sideline he goes. He is wide open, and he is on the move, and he is gone. Touchdown. That is 79 yards, and 4 different players have scored touchdowns for Wolsey Wessington in this first half. That was the quarterback, Skylar Zomer. And it is 28-0. And that is with 8:18 remaining here in this first half. And this is nothing short of impressive, the performance here by the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. These two teams were ranked 2 and 3 in the preseason 9AA poll. And Wolsey Wessington making a statement here tonight. Zomer will work under center. And he'll hand the football off, and the 2-point conversion no good. Running play up the middle, and Jarrett Blumenrader got in there and made the stop. And the 2-point conversion fails, but with 8:18 remaining here in the first half, it is a 28-18 score. And the Warbirds will kick off once again after we take a 1-minute break on KPLO.
Heartland State Bank is an independent and locally owned bank established in 1909. They've grown to serve the communities of Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore. The friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you with your personal or commercial accounts and loan services. They also offer convenient online banking and mobile banking. Heartland State Bank is proud to be the bank that provides uptown services with a hometown touch. Find out for yourself. See them in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
Fall calf work time is here. BRD cost American producers over $1 billion, yes, billion with a B, dollars annually. Visit with Dr. Kane and Dr. Whitlock at Dakota Vet of Miller and Highmore about reducing weaning stress and other opportunities to optimize herd health. Preg testing helps market cattle at the highest and best value. Call Dakota Vet to schedule today. Remember, Dakota Vet provides compassionate small animal care at both its Miller and Highmore clinics. In Miller, call 853-0034, and in Highmore, 852-2586.
Folks, we invite you to go to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, check out Dakota Radio Group, look for the KPLO channel, and you will see live streaming along with audio of tonight's football matchup. Again, Wolsey Wessington will kick off. They'll kick off short, and Miller will get on top of it as a good job made there once again. Nathan Watts will cover it up. And again, Miller Highmore Herald will wind up with good field position to start another drive, this time from their 48-yard line. The Rustlers have been able to get into Warbird territory on 3 different occasions here in the first half, but have not been able to put the football close to the goal line. In fact, have not got it inside the Warbird 40 as of yet. Here is Hunter. Hand off. He'll keep it himself, and Hunter looking for running room into Warbird territory and down to the 46-yard line. That is a pickup of 8 yards on first down. As the tackle is made by Skylar Zomer and others for Wolsey Wessington. And it will bring up second down and 4. We will see a heat timeout probably at the end of this Rustler possession. It has cooled off considerably from where we were when we kicked the football game off, but still rather humid here in Miller this evening. Bloomin' Raider will go in motion left. They'll pitch it back. Bolwig looking for running room, will not find much, and he has stood up. A big-time open field tackle made by Diedrich Oft, and Bolwig, who's taken a couple big shots in this football game so far, going to be stopped for no gain, and it will bring up 3rd down and 5 as we approach the 7-minute mark remaining in the first half. It is a 28-0 lead for the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. Hunter out of the shotgun formation this time. McDonald slot left. Split out wide to the right side. That is Joey Simpson. Back to passes Hunter. Up the field it comes. Nice pitch and catch there. Hunter Sporer will make the catch. And Sporer will move the football inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Rustlers will convert on 3rd and 6. And they will have a first down with the football at the Warbird 39-yard line. And a well-designed play that time by Miller Highmore Herald. Send McDonald deep and then let the second receiver, Hunter Sporer, cut it back short and pick up enough yardage for the first down. Full house backfield for the Rustlers this time. McDonald out wide, and they'll hand the football off. No, Hunter will keep it. Hunter will get into that second layer inside the 35 and down to the 31-yard line, as he'll pick up a good 5, 6, 7, 8 yards actually with forward progress, and he'll move the football down to the 31-yard line. 6 minutes remain here in this first half as the Rustlers try to pick up their first points of the season and of this ball game as they trail by a score of 28-0. All alone in the backfield is Josh Lesnar, as they're going to pitch it back to him. Lesnar looking for running room, and he's going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage. Diedrich off with another big defensive play. We've called his name on both sides of the football, and he scored a couple two-point conversions, but he has made some big plays on the defensive end, and that time a 4-yard loss for Josh Lesnar, the junior running back for Miller Highmore Herald. Back to the 34-yard line we go, and it's 3rd down and 5. To the near side, Hunter Sporer. Dylan McDonald wide to the right, split backfield. Hunter trying to keep it himself. And he is bottled up, and Carson Hunter going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Again, they'll lose yardage. Back to the 36, 37-yard line. And it will be 4th down as we wait for the sticks to line up. Well, it'll be 4th down and about 8 yards to go. We'll see what Miller Highmore Herald does here, and it looks like they're going to go for it. 2 receivers split out wide to the right. Sporer to the near side. Hunter back to pass, and Wolsey Wessington will send everybody, and I believe, well, I know we had movement. Which side moved first will be the question here. Wolsey Wessington looked like they were going to send everybody, and there was all of a sudden 3 defenders in the backfield in a hurry, and the Rustlers moved first. So a 5-yard mark off, the second 5-yard penalty for Miller Highmore Herald. We'll move the football back, and we are going to have a timeout taken by Miller Highmore Herald. 4:26 remains in the first half. It is a 28-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
Heartland Financial Services, Inc. is a family-owned insurance business that understands values, relationships, honesty, and integrity is what it takes to make make a business strong. Everyone at Heartland Financial Services, Inc. strives to uphold those virtues. They are committed to their communities and customers. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. offers home, auto, health, life, farm, crop, livestock, and business insurance. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. has locations in Highmore, Tulare, Redfield, Wessington, and Huron. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. is a proud supporter of all Highmore Herald School activities. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. Insurance you can count on.
Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho. They will give you a great meal and beverage. Tell them I said hi. Here's some other scores. First half action. Mount Vernon Plankton leading Stanley County 32-7. Mobridge Pollock leading Redfield Dolan. They are already at halftime. A 6-0 score in that football game. Here it's 4th down and 15. Make it 14 yards to go for the Rustlers as they will go for it. They are in Wolsey Wessington territory. Here is Carr-Stunner. He'll fire it upfield, and the pass is incomplete. Some big-time coverage there as Lyndon Williams made the defensive play. And that will give the football to Wolsey Wessington. They'll turn it over on downs. The Rustlers had the football at their own 48. This drive ends at the Wolsey Wessington 42. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back for the Warbirds so far. And now we are going to have our official timeout. Our official timeout comes with 4:21 remaining here in the first half, and it is a 28-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington. And we'll take a 1-minute break and return on KPLO.
Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply has all your farming and ranching needs covered. They offer fencing supplies including Gallagher electric fencing and Tartar gates. They have banjo fittings, boar trailer wheels, and water tanks. They also carry fall clothing, muck boots, and gloves for adults and youth. See them for Diablo cutting blades, Nordic bakeware canning jars and lids, along with gold cart sales and repair. Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, 1310 North Broadway in Miller, or call 853-0026. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, 10 to 2.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at Miller Press can help you with letterheads, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing, screen printing, and advertising. They do it all at the Miller Press, 114 West 3rd Street in Miller. Call 853-3575.
They go to the second quarter in Gettysburg. It is a 16-0 lead, Sully Buttes over Potter County as they renew their rivalry up in Gettysburg here. Wolsey Wessington with the possession as Lyndon Williams lined up at quarterback that time, and he took the snap, and the defense almost let him get free, but they were able to close quickly and stop a run that could have been much bigger than that to a 2-yard gain. We're also going to have a penalty whistled against Wolsey Wessington, so that will be a 5-yard mark-off. This drive starting at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, as we have 4:17 remaining in the opening quarter. Or opening half, pardon me. Rustlers are going to decline the penalty. Let the play stand. So a gain of 2 yards on the play will bring up 2nd down and 8. The football rests just on the Wolsey Wessington side of their own 45-yard line. Zomer will line up at quarterback this time. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Zomer all alone in the backfield. Or no, that's Williams. Lyndon Williams will keep it himself, outrun everybody to the corner, and down the sideline he goes. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he is in for a touchdown. That is a 55-yard touchdown run for Lyndon Williams. That is the 4th rushing touchdown in the ball game for Wolsey Wessington. And Wolsey Wessington with an opportunity here to add to the lead as they get ready to line up for the 2-point conversion try. And boy, that time Williams just outran everybody from Miller Highmore Herald to the outside and then a race down the sideline, and Williams was able to score the touchdown. That is from 55 yards out. Now Zomer is under center. The man will come. Zomer is back to pass. He'll fire it upfield. A 2-point conversion is good. The catch made by Brevin Hooks. 3:53 remains here in the first half. A 36-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington. The Warbirds will kick off in a minute on KPLO.
Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurances are accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall, their Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Everyone at Wilbur Ellis hopes that producers are looking forward to winter wheat seeding. If you're ready for pre-plant burn down or starter fertilizer for your wheat, contact Wilbur Ellis in Blunt, Highmore, or Miller. Delivery is available. Ask about fall prepay on fertilizer and seed with financing available. Wilbur Ellis specializes in soil sampling and can help you take advantage of variable rate seed and fertilizer with Ag Verdict. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Another short kick that is bobbled, and then a smart play made by Miller Highmore Herald. The man closest to the football, Noah Johnson, able to just get a hand on it and tip it out of bounds, and that will save the possession for Miller Highmore Herald. Wolsey Wessington was on path to get the football, but Johnson making a smart heads-up play there to just tip the football out of bounds. And that will give the football to the Rustlers, 1st down and 10, with the football at their own 43-yard line. With 3:53 remaining in the first half, Miller will operate with just one timeout remaining as they look to put points on the board for the first time here in this half. Full house backfield for the quarterback, Karst Hunter. Ends in tight, McDonald lined up to the left side. And here's read option. Hunter will keep it himself. Looks for some running room. Gets the corner turned down the sideline. He comes, and he is caught from behind, moving the football down to the 40-yard line of Wolsey Wessington as the tackle is made there by Devontae Lulman. But the biggest offensive output for the Rustlers so far, their biggest play from scrimmage, as they move the football some 18 yards on that play. And it will be a 1st down for Miller Highmore Herald. 36-0 is our score. The scoring play for Wolsey Wessington, the scoring drive, they went 58 yards in 2 plays. That 55-yard Lyndon Williams run and the 2-point conversion made it 36-0. And a timeout taken by the Warbirds. Timeouts from Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho, and we are back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
Wind, drought, fire, insects, disease, together with hail. They have formed a legion of multi-perils bent on the destruction of your hard work. Your fields are under constant attack. But the team at Ken Clark Insurance stands by your side in this war. Ken Clark Insurance will give you peace of mind knowing you're covered and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Ken Clark Insurance in Wessington at 458-2281. Equal opportunity provider, sale closing in September.
Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge for a great meal and beverage. As we have 3:38 remaining here in the first half, 36-0 is our score. As Miller Highmore Herald with a Karstrup Hunter 18-yard run on a first down play will set up yet another first down, and Hunter will go to work once again. They'll try to set up the screen. This is caught by Dylan McDonald, but a good sure-handed tackle made upfield by Mark Hamilton. McDonald becoming a very sure-handed possession receiver here for Miller Highmore Herald. He did a good job last season for the Rustlers during their postseason run. Made a nice catch, picked up 4 yards on that play, and it will bring up 2nd down and 6. He stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to run as we near 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. And here is Hunter with the football. He'll keep it himself, rolling to his right. He will move forward, get inside the 20, and move the football down to about the 18-yard line. Hunter was trying to move the football via the air. He has been sacked 4 times so far in this first half, but now using his legs, getting to the outside early, trying to get this Warbird defense just a little bit off balance. Another first down for Miller Highmore Herald. They have it at the 19-yard line of Wolsey Wessington. This is their deepest penetration of the season, of the game so far. The first game of the season. Here is Hunter. Upfield, pass is caught, reception is made. Just a quick pitch and catch. Joey Simpson with the reception. He'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards on that play as Miller Highmore Herald not able to get a lot of consistency in the running game in the first half. And now the passing game maybe trying to loosen things up a little bit. They pick up 4 yards there. From the 16-yard line, Hunter out of the gun. Back to pass, rolling left, under pressure. Now he's going to have to boogie, loses the football, catches it on a hop. Now rolling to his right, and upfield he comes. Makes one man miss, gets to the 10, down inside the 10. He'll move the football to the 8-yard line, and that was a lot of running for Karst Hunter. Rolling to his left, nowhere to go. Rolled to his right, lost the football, caught it on the bounce, and then was able to make positive yardage there. And it will be first down and goal for Miller Highmore Herald as he has the football down to the 8-yard line. And now Hunter will work with a full house backfield. McDonald near side. That is slot left. Hunter trying to keep it himself and not a lot of blocking out front. Again, Hunter just trying to run that read option. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. And a good job there defensively by the Warbirds. We will mention his name again, Diedrich Oft. Not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, he has done a nice job for the Warbirds here in this first half. Second down and goal with the football at the 9-yard line. Minute 45 remains in the first half. Miller Highmore Herald shut out so far, looking for their first points of the season. Karst Hunter from the pistol. Back to pass. Again under pressure, and down he goes. And the offensive line not giving the quarterback of Miller Highmore Herald much time to do anything with it. Again, Diedrich Loft. Also getting in there, number 54, Tanner Horn. They will lose yardage. As we wait for him to place the football, it will be at the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5. And it will be third down and goal with the football at the 14-yard line. Clock is running to the final minute of the first half. Remember, Miller has 1 timeout remaining if they need it. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Hunter with 1 lone setback. That's Colby Riddle. Back to pass. Hunter has time, has nowhere to go, and he is going to be brought down. And that time the quarterback held it for just too long. And now a timeout's going to be taken. It will be the final timeout of the first half for Miller Highmore Herald. 34 seconds remain in the first half. It will be 4th down and goal with the football at the 28-yard line. And we will take a timeout. It's a Wolsey Wessington timeout. 36-0 is our score. Wolsey Wessington leads. We're back at 30 seconds on KPLO.
And now, words of advice from a South Dakota white-tailed deer.
Hello, great and strong humans. If I may, a word of advice about crossing a highway. Oh, look, bright lights.
Whoa, look at the damage I just did. I hope that guy goes to Advanced Collision and Repair in Miller. Yep, only Advanced Collision in Miller can fix that. Oh, look, now I'm a deer angel. This is fun.
1022 East 3rd Street. Call 893-0190.
With John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us tonight for coverage of regional high school football. And ooh to you, too. 34 seconds remain here in this first half. 36-0 is our score. We thought Miller was going to use their final timeout of the half to set up a 4th down and goal play from their own 28-yard line. But it was actually Wolsey Wessington who took the timeout. What they are hoping to do is to stop Miller Highmore Herald, maybe get another offensive opportunity or two, as they will have one more timeout left to use here in the first half. Miller Highmore Herald, play number 8 of a drive that started back at the 43-yard line. As a short kickoff from Wolsey Wessington that Miller was able to cover up. Remember, the Warbirds will have the football to start the second half. Karst Hunter with max protection in the backfield. Blumenrader and McDonald split out wide to the left. Hunter is back to pass. Going to fire the deep ball to McDonald. He got tangled up with the defender. Incidental contact, and the ball was well overthrown and incomplete. And now Wolsey Wessington will have the football from the 28-yard line. They will have a timeout left to use. And they'll have 29 seconds remaining in the first half. And Wolsey Wessington has shown that they have big play capability. Already at 34-yard, 63-yard, 79-yard, and 55-yard runs in the first half of this football game. And now the ball is ready for play, and the officials just giving everybody a little bit of extra time there, as they did not charge either team with a timeout, but both took their time switching their offenses and defenses. Here, the quarterback Zomer will keep it himself. He'll bounce down the sideline and make the smart play as he rolls his way out of bounds across the Warbird 40 and up to the 43-yard line. And that will be a pickup of about 15, 16 yards as we have an injured Miller Highmore Herald player, and that is Hunter Sporer over on the far side. As they will stop play for him, but a nice play there to open up this drive and take about 12 seconds off the clock. And with the injury timeout, which is our first injury timeout of the football game, both coaches making sure that the kids come over to the sideline and get some instructions, but also, if they choose to get hydrated as well. They're going to put a little more time back on the clock, as they're going to put 21 seconds on the clock, as Hunter Sporer will get up and walk to the sideline under his own power. And we have played enough football here, and we have been up and down enough in this football game where we may see some cramping, and that's where we talk about the hydration. Of course, you obviously have been doing some conditioning to get ready for this season, but conditioning this early in the season probably not where it needs to be, as as Miller will retake the field, get ready to go here defensively. As Wolsey Wessington now will break their huddle, and they'll walk to the line of scrimmage. 21 seconds remain in the half. A first down and 10 play here for the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. Zomer takes a snap, hands it off. Ball carrier is Devontae Lumen, and he will break free, and down the sideline he goes, and he is in. That is a 57-yard touchdown run for Devontae Lumen, his second touchdown run of the first half, and that makes it 42-0. Well, Wolsey Wessington had 27 seconds on the clock when they started this drive, and 17 seconds later, 2 plays, they go 72 yards, and they get another 6. They get ready to go for 2 here. And here is Zomer. Pass up the field, and it is caught. The 2-point conversion is good. Penalty comes in late, but the 2-point conversion is scored as the reception is made by Tristan Abbott. We'll let the officials confer here for just a moment before we determine if the 2-point conversion is good. I believe that something happened after the play. We might see a little roughing the passer, but we'll wait for the officials to straighten this out. It's going to be illegal procedure against the Warbirds. So we have 2 penalties against the Warbirds, and it looks like we'll retry the 2-point conversion. So they will mark off a 10-yard penalty. That is the 3rd penalty of the first half for Wolsey Wessington. And considering this is the first game of the season, this really has not been a heavily penalized first half. That illegal chop block, actually a 15-yard penalty. That'll move the football back to the 18-yard line, and it will be a long try for 2. As Zomer will take the snap, he's going to fire the deep ball. He's got a man open, and the pass is caught. 2-point conversion is good. Lyndon Williams with the reception from Skylar Zomer. 44-0 is our score. Wolsey Wessington with the advantage. 10 seconds remain in the first half, and they'll kick off next on KPLO.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, we've been building partnerships for life by treating our customers right, offering you a low-pressure sales process and passing our low overhead savings on to you, providing a Ford-certified service department with senior master technicians, fixing it right the very first time, a great selection of new Fords and pre-owned and new and used ATVs, and trailers including Wilson, Sharp, PJ, Big Tex, just to name a few. Stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore or PioneerGarage.com.
Good luck to all the Highmore Herald teams from the Highmore Herald, which has been serving the Highmore and Herald area, distributing the local newspaper each week for 136 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or colored copy and fax service. They can order wedding and party supplies, and they're your local distributor for Watkins products. Plus, they're your local Buell's Laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium chairs and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on the Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore Herald newspaper in Highmore.
2 plays, 72 yards on the scoring drive for Wolsey Wessington. As it was a Devontae Lumen 57-yard touchdown run. And a Lyndon Williams reception from Skylar Zomer for the 2-point conversion. Lyndon Williams will kick off for Wolsey Wessington with 10 seconds remaining in the half. And somebody jumped offside or was offside for Wolsey Wessington. That was the longest kick of the night for the Warbirds, as it bounced somewhere the Miller Highmore Herald 30-yard line. So they'll back up 5 yards. And the Warbirds will get ready to kick off once again. Remember, Wolsey Wessington deferred the kickoff. They won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So they will have the football first in quarter number 3. And here the kickoff will take a bounce, and it will be covered up by Miller. We'll see what the Rustlers will do here in the final 10 seconds of the first half. And the Rustlers will have the football first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. This has been it was a much anticipated, much documented matchup between two of the top teams in 9AA, and it may still wind up that way before the season is over. But it has been all Wolsey Wessington here in the first half. Handoff on a running play. Joey Simpson looking for running room as he'll turn the corner, and he'll get up across the get across the 35, get up to about the 37-yard line, and time will expire, and that is the end of the first half. Scoreboard comes to you from Darren Boyle Sales. I invite you to check out my large selection of new and used farm equipment at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. You can shop online anytime at DarrenBoyleSales.com. And our Buy Right Seed halftime report is next on KPLO.
Ray Hybrids is dedicated to the success of their northern farmers.
I tried to act active, but on my phone it wouldn't just get 11, 12. We've had as many as 15. Keep an eye on them.
Well, it's all about ratings, I guess. We get free food at the concession stand if we have enough viewers.
Really?
Yep, that's what I heard. Free concession stand food.
I don't do me anything.
I know, but oh well. Let's take a
remember the clock rolls, right?
Yeah, it rolls, and it will. I don't know. We'll see what they do here. I would not be surprised to see them extend it. They get the ball first, start second half. The way they're rolling.
I'm thinking, well, this game's gonna get done late. I won't go to Dairy Queen if it gets done early.
I think you'll make it to Dairy Queen. That's just my thought. So we better play some commercials. So, but take 3 minutes here.
All right, sounds good. All right.
For their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services as they look to the future. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
D&K Outpost. Elegant, formal fine dining. Nah, it's just some really good food.
If truly great food sounds good to you, then D&K and Highmore is the place. The steaks are served sizzling and will melt in your mouth. There's a homemade salad bar with prices that will have you saying it should be more than that. A comfortable place for the whole family with really great food is waiting at D&K.
Good times, great food. The D&K, Highmore, South Dakota.
Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply has all your farming and ranching needs covered. They offer fencing supplies including Gallagher electric fencing and Tartar gates. They have banjo fittings, bore trailer wheels, and water tanks. They also carry fall clothing, muck boots, and gloves for adults and youth. See them for Diablo cutting blades, Nordic bakeware canning jars and lids, along with gold cart sales and repair. Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, 1310 North Broadway in Miller, or call 853-0026. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, 10 to 2.
Back here at Bob Schrader Field in Miller, we are at halftime, and an impressive first half performance for the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. They were able to recover the opening kickoff and set themselves up after they won the toss and deferred to the second half. They set themselves up very well. That squib kick, not necessarily an onside kick, kick it about 6 feet in the air, hope it goes about 20 yards downfield, and hope your team can outrun the receiving team to the football. Well, Miller Highmore Herald saw that happen on the opening kickoff. Wolsey Wessington covered it up. And as we go right to our highlight package, we were 11 seconds into the season. Wolsey Wessington with their first points of the football game. In the backfield, as he'll split receivers out right up the middle, and a running play here. Lyndon Williams breaking a tackle, then another. He'll roll to his left, and down the sideline he goes. He's still on his feet. He's at the 10, at the 5, and he is in. Touchdown. That is a 34-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage for Wolsey Wessington. Lyndon Williams with his first touchdown of the first half. Two-point conversion was no good. 34 yards on one play. And 11 seconds into the contest, Wolsey Wessington with a 6-0 lead. Rustlers again with a short field, and they had good field position throughout the first half on their drives as Wolsey Wessington continued to try to use that squib kick to try to gain possession of the football. Well, Miller Highmore Herald was able to cover the football up. They went and got the football deep into Wolsey Wessington territory, finally had to punt the football away after they faced a 4th and long from the Wolsey Wessington about 35-yard line. They were able to punt the football down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, where Wolsey Wessington started drive number 2 of the season, and they were able to score again quickly. This time a 6-play, 91-yard drive, and another big play, this time Devontae Lulman from 63 yards out. And off and right up the middle, Devontae Lulman, and he'll break a tackle, and he'll break free, and down the sideline he goes, and he is in for a touchdown. Diedrich Goff ran in the two-point conversion to make it 14-0, and we had more points scored at the end of the opening quarter. Wolsey Wessington again, after Miller Highmore Herald was not able to do much offensively with it. Actually, Miller fumbled the football on this possession, and they got the football at the 48-yard line of Miller Highmore Herald, did Wolsey Wessington. They were able to put together an 8-play, 52-yard drive that was capped off by a 1-yard Lyndon Williams touchdown run. Diedrich Goff with the two-point conversion, and Lyndon Williams with touchdown number 2 of the first half, and we ended the first quarter with Wolsey Wessington with a 22-0 lead. Wolsey Wessington was able to score again at the 8:18 mark of quarter number 2. This time a 3-play, 87-yard drive after, again, Highmore Herald had to punt the football away, and it was Skylar Zomer, the quarterback, with some misdirection as he took it home from 79 yards out. And off, running play. Zomer keeps it, and down the sideline he goes. He is wide open, and he is on the move, and he is gone. Touchdown. Two-point conversion was no good. That made it 28-0. The Rustlers able to move the football a little bit. They got the football deep in their got the football again into Wolsey Wessington territory before they had to give the football up. And again, Wolsey Wessington was able to capitalize as they were able to score quickly. 2 plays, 58 yards in the scoring drive. This was with 3:53 remaining in the first half. Lyndon Williams with touchdown number 3 of the half as he scores from 55 yards out. All alone in the backfield Or no, that's Williams. Lyndon Williams will keep it himself. Outrun everybody to the corner, and down the sideline he goes. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he is in for a touchdown. Brevin Hooks got the two-point conversion pass from Skylar Zomer. That made it 36-0. That was with 3:53 remaining in the half. Miller Highmore Herald had their best possession of the football game so far after that, as they were able to move the football and actually had it 1st and 10 at the Wolsey Wessington 9-yard line. Carstunner took a sack, wound up moving the football backwards. The Rustlers wound up giving the football up on downs with 27 seconds remaining in the half. They turned it over on downs at the Wolsey Wessington 28-yard line. Well, a run by Skylar Zomer to the outside. He quickly got out of bounds, set up this play from the 43-yard line. Devontae Lumen able to score his second touchdown of the football game. He puts an exclamation point on the scoring for the Warbirds in the first half. Hands it off. Ball carrier is Devontae Lumen, and he will break free, and down the sideline he goes, and he is in. That is a 57-yard touchdown run for Devontae Lumen. The Warbirds had a penalty on the two-point conversion try, a chop block. 15-yard penalty, moved it back to the 18. Skylar Zomer threw the fade pattern to Lyndon Williams. He was able to catch it. The two-point conversion was good, and that is where we close out the scoring here on the first half of this football game. 44-0 is our score as Wolsey Wessington has the lead. Our Buy Right Seed halftime report will continue. Let's pause for 3 minutes. You're listening to coverage of regional high school football from KPLO.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at Miller Press can help you with letterheads, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing, screen printing, and advertising. They do it all at the Miller Press, 114 West 3rd Street in Miller, or call 853-3575. Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurances are accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall, their Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Everyone at Wilbur Ellis hopes that producers are looking forward to winter wheat seeding. If you're ready for pre-plant burn down or starter fertilizer for your wheat, contact Wilbur Ellis in Blunt, Highmore, or Miller. Delivery is available. Ask about fall prepay on fertilizer and seed with financing available. Wilbur Ellis specializes in soil sampling and can help you take advantage of variable rate seed and fertilizer with Ag Verdict. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Wind, drought, fire, insects, disease, together with hail. They have formed a legion of multi-perils bent on the destruction of your hard work. Your fields are under constant attack. But the team at Ken Clark Insurance stands by your side in this war. Ken Clark Insurance will give you peace of mind knowing you're covered and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Ken Clark Insurance in Wessington at 458-2281. Equal opportunity provider, sale closing in September.
And now, words of advice from a South Dakota white-tailed deer.
Hello, great and strong humans. If I may, a word of advice about crossing a highway. Oh, look, bright lights.
Whoa, look at the damage I just did. I hope that guy goes to Advanced Collision and Repair in Miller. Yep, only Advanced Collision in Miller can fix that. Oh, look, now I'm a deer angel. This is fun.
1022 East 3rd Street. Call 893-0190. At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, we've been building partnerships for life by treating our customers right, offering you a low-pressure sales process and passing our low overhead savings on to you, providing a Ford-certified service department with senior master technicians, fixing it right the very first time, a great selection of new Fords and pre-owned and new and used ATVs, and trailers including Wilson, Sharp, PJ, Big Tex, just to name a few. Stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore or PioneerGarage.com.
Back here at Bob Schrader Field, we are at halftime. It is a 44-0 lead for Wolsey Wessington. The Warbirds will have the football to start quarter number 3. They are in the third quarter. In fact, at the end of the third quarter, down in Mount Vernon, it is Mount Vernon Plankington leading Stanley County. That is a 32-7 score as they work in the fourth quarter. It is, last we heard, Sully Buttes with a 16-0 lead over Potter County, and at halftime, it was Mobridge Pollock leading Redfield Dolan by a 6-0 score. Here it is 44-0, as we will see Miller Highmore Herald again next Friday night, as they will travel to Kimball to take on the Wildcats. We'll have that game for you from Kimball. 7 o'clock kickoff with a 6:40 pregame next Friday here on KPLO. And don't forget Minnesota Vikings football. The Vikings will play preseason game number 2 tomorrow afternoon from US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The Vikings will take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kickoff is scheduled for noon. Vikings pregame at 11 a.m. on your home for Minnesota Vikings football, KPLO. 44-0. Warbirds with the lead. Warbirds will have the football as we will come back with the second half kickoff in 2 minutes on KPLO.
Good luck to all the Highmore Herald teams from the Highmore Herald, which has been serving the Highmore and Herald area, distributing the local newspaper each week for 136 years. The Herald offers all types of commercial printing, black and white or color copy and fax service. They can order wedding and party supplies, and they're your local distributor for Watkins products, plus they're your local Buell's laundry drop-off location. See them for stadium chairs and support the local team in style and comfort. They also invite you to check out home events on the Venture Channel 381. That's the Highmore Herald newspaper in Highmore.
Count on Mike's Tire and Repair in Highmore for your automotive repair and tire needs. Mike Wirtz is proud to be a part of the Highmore community and is ready to help you with your new or used tires and tire repair, along with other light mechanical work like brake service and oil changes. He carries Cenex oils and auto parts. He also has fuel at the pumps and can fill your propane bottles. That's Mike's Tire and Repair, Highmore.
Venture Communications is ready to streamline your business phones. With their next-generation communication system, Venture-hosted phone solutions, you'll never miss a call again. With auto-forwarding, you can receive your call on your mobile device or any place you wish. Voicemail messages are transferred directly to your email so you can listen to them anywhere. With minimal upfront cost and no unnecessary hardware, this system is a perfect fit for any business environment. All backed with local technician installation and support. Call Venture Communications 852-2224 or log on to www.venturecom.net.
Highmore Health is a 44-bed skilled care facility that provides quality care in a home-like atmosphere. The staff at Highmore Health will treat your family member like they are one of their own, providing daily activities, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They're Medicare and Medicaid certified. Highmore Health looks forward to continuing to provide quality, loving care for their residents and families, as well as exploring innovative new options for services as they look to the future. For more information or a tour, call 605-852-2255.
You're listening to coverage of regional high school football from KPLO 94.5 FM. Reliance, Chamberlain, Miller, Highmore, and Herald. Wolsey, Wessington as well. And 100.5 FM in Pier Ford Pier. We are proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. With John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's world headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. 44-0 is our score. Wolsey, Wessington has the lead as Miller, Highmore Herald, the Rustlers will kick off for the first time in this contest as Jared Blumenrader will kick deep. Skylar Zomer and I believe Lyndon Williams back deep to field, and it will be Williams who will field it from the 10-yard line, and here he comes across the 15-20. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. It's a foot race down the sideline. He is at 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Ball game. Wolsey Wessington is victorious. That is a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to start the second half. The Warbirds, who led 44-0 at the end of the first half, run the kickoff back for a touchdown. And Wolsey Wessington with an impressive win here over a good football team in Miller Highmore Herald. And this ball game will end early. 50-0 is our score. Our scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the farm equipment available at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget, I'm your dealer for Morris Hay Hikers and Fair Bale Processors too. Check them out at DarrenBoyleSales.com. And our post game is next on KPLO.
D&K Outpost. Elegant.
How do we do?
That.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you after this one. So.
Yep, let's go home.
And Business Insurance. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. has locations in Highmore, Tulare, Redfield, Wessington, and Huron. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. is a proud supporter of all Highmore Herald School activities. Heartland Financial Services, Inc. Insurance you can count on.
Back here at Bob Schrader Field in Miller, it was a 50-0 win for Wolsey Wessington. They win it by the mercy rule as they take the second half kickoff back for a touchdown. It was a 90-yard Lyndon Williams run. That was his fourth touchdown of the ball game. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but Wolsey Wessington will win this football game by a score of 50-0. Miller Highmore Herald not able to get much going offensively throughout this ball game. It started out with the Warbirds, who won the toss, deferred to the second half, and then kicked a squib kick that caught Miller Highmore Herald by surprise. The Warbirds were able to cover the football up and give themselves good field position. They scored on a 34-yard touchdown run by Lyndon Williams on the next play, their first play of scrimmage, or from scrimmage this season, as Williams was able to score that touchdown to make it 6-0. They again scored in the second quarters on a Devontae Luhman 63-yard touchdown run. A Diedrich Oft two-point conversion made it 14-0. Then Lyndon Williams with a 1-yard touchdown run. Diedrich Oft with the two-point conversion as well on that touchdown, and that made it 22-0 Wolsey Wessington, and that was the end of the first quarter. Wolsey Wessington was able to score on some quick scoring drives in the second quarter as well. A three-play, 87-yard scoring drive on their first possession of quarter number 2. That was a Skylar Zomer 79-yard run. That made it 28-0 with 8:18 remaining in the first half. They scored again with 3:53 remaining in the half. A two-play, 58-yard scoring drive capped off by a 55-yard Lyndon Williams touchdown run. Brevin Hooks with the two-point conversion pass from Skylar Zomer. That made it 36-0. And then after Miller had their best possession of the first half of the football game, as it turned out, but their best yardage from scrimmage in the first half. They moved the football and had it 1st and goal inside the Wolsey Wessington 9. They wound up turning it over on downs after quarterback Karst Hunter was sacked. That gave the Warbirds the football at their own 28-yard line. They were able to score 2 plays later. A 57-yard Devontae Lumen 2-point touchdown run. Lyndon Williams with the 2-point conversion pass from Skylar Zomer. That made it 44-0. That is where we were at halftime. And we go back to Wolsey Wessington, who won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. They started out with the football to start the second half of football. And the kickoff to start the second half went to Lyndon Williams. And Williams was able to take it to the house and end the football game on this 90-yard kickoff return. And it will be Williams who will field it from the 10-yard line, and here he comes across the 15, 20. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. It's a foot race down the sideline. He is at 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Ball game. Wolsey Wessington. It was a Lyndon Williams 90-yard kickoff return. He also had touchdown runs of 34, 1, and 55 yards in the first half. Wolsey Wessington, to my memory, did not complete a pass in this ball game, and they win it by a score of 50-0. It's time for our Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game, and before we name our Player of the Game, let's hear from our friends at Midwest Cooperatives.
When it comes to protecting your diesel engines, we're with you. Less downtime and injector repairs, we're with you. Better fuel economy and power, we're with you there too, with Cenex Fuels from CHS Midwest Cooperative. And whether you're running a fleet or a farm, you'll get unbeatable performance from our unique balance of 7 top quality additives. Looking for tank monitoring so you don't have to worry about running out? Well, we're with you there too. So upgrade to Cenex Premium Diesel from CHS Midwest Cooperative today.
Well, we look at the Player of the Game nominees, and Miller, Highmore, Herald just not able to really get on track. Dylan McDonald with a couple nice receptions early, a couple smart football plays made by some underclassmen taking care of the football for Miller, Highmore, Herald, but that's about all that, besides that, it was all Wolsey Wessington in this ball game. Diedrich Doft with some nice defensive plays. He wound up scoring a couple 2-point conversions. Devontae Lumen with 2 touchdown runs. Skylar Zomer with a touchdown run as well. But in the end, it's Lyndon Williams, our player of the game. He scored 4 touchdowns, including the kickoff in the second half, the 90-yarder that sealed the deal. And with that 4-touchdown performance, Lyndon Williams is our KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game. Up next for Wolsey Wessington, they will be at home next Friday night as they will host Bonham. And for Miller, Highmore, Herald, they will go on the road for the first time this season as they will travel to Kimball to take on Kimball White Lake. We'll have that game for you next Friday night here on KPLO with a kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Don't forget Minnesota Vikings football on KPLO. The Vikings will be in action preseason game number 2 next Friday night, or tomorrow actually, at noon. They'll kick off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Vikings pregame at 11 a.m. on your home for Minnesota Vikings football, KPLO. We hope you enjoyed viewing our football coverage online at our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, check out Dakota Radio Group, and click on the KPLO channel. This game will be archived shortly, if I can figure out how to shut this thing off. It will be archived after that, and you can view it when you get home tonight. We'll have not only voice but video throughout our coverage of the high school sports season here on KPLO. And our coverage, don't forget, you can send me an email. Send me your comments and questions. My email address is Darren Boyle at DakotaRadioGroup.com. And our coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO brought to you tonight by Prairie Thistle Floral Gifts and Bistro, Mashik Food Center, Heartland Financial Services, the Dakota Vet Clinic by Heartland State Bank, D&K Outpost, Venture Communication, Highmore Healthcare, Mike's Tire Repair, the Highmore Herald, Jan Bussey Ford, Advanced Collision and Repair, Kent Clark Insurance, by Wilbur Ellis, Miller Rexall, by the Miller Press and Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply. John Neff is our technical director at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle. Again, our final score, the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds 50, and the Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers 0. And we bid you all a very pleasant evening.